Bum 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 bum. The Peter Light Show. Bum 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 bum. So yesterday I saw Mary Curie's spirit. Go watch my last video. I go into more detail on what she was trying to communicate with me. But I have some proof that I saw her. I got some burn marks on my skin. So the spirit of Mary Curie had held some kind of a metal crystal and tapped me on my arm to get my attention. And when I looked, she was holding a crystal that looked kind of like that. And I suspect it was polonium-210. Now, polonium-210 has a very interesting crystal structure. It literally just forms cubes and cubes and cubes, right? It's the only metal that we know of that does that. And that gets me excited because I would imagine if you were trying to grow polonium crystals, what you would have is liquid polonium, and a solid polonium would float very high on top of, much higher than you would see for bismuth, because the polonium atoms are very loosely packed. Unfortunately, obviously no stable isotope of polonium, right? And for that matter, bismuth either, but at least for bismuth, the half-life is way longer than we could expect to live, right? But maybe on another planet, because time is a relative scale, right? You can imagine another planet with intelligent life where the life expectancy of your intelligent life form is only a couple microseconds, right? Then they might be able to mess with polonium crystals, right? Anyway, one day I hope to. There are two possibilities for making polonium crystals. There's another isotope, polonium-209, that has a half-life of about 100 years. And also just below polonium on the periodic table, there's an element called livermorium. And presumably, if you had the right number of neutrons, I did some machine learning one time, livermorium-300 with element 116 with 184 neutrons, presumably has a half-life of 30,000 years. So might be able to get some interesting crystals out of that, right? Anyway, so I saw Mary Curie's spirit, and perhaps I visualized what a crystal made of polonium-210 might look like, right? If anybody has any ideas on how to simulate what some of these exotic elements might look like, right? Not just polonium, but if you go further down the periodic table, eventually some of the noble gases are even metals, right? So oganesson and also some of the halogens, right? Astatine and tennessine. Be interesting to know what they might look like, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum.